Three for the Money is brought to you by the Trend Center app. This is the best tool for sports betting research. The Trend Center app, you can test betting systems from the past 20 years, explore thousands of existing trends and systems from top betting experts, choose from hundreds of filters to test different systems for each sport. Save these trends and get notified when their systems have games. Download the app and use our code TFTM for 15% off a premium membership after a 2-day free trial. Okay. We're here. We're back. It's Three for the Money. New episodes every Thursday. Brought to you by the Trend Center app, the greatest tool on the planet for sports bettors. Check that out. Link in the bio. 15% off a premium membership. Okay, which we will definitely be utilizing. Well, Chris has this whole year with college basketball, but then it'll be kind of the main thing after the Super Bowl, among others. But yeah, moving on, we are the Super Bowl is this week, fellas, and we're gearing up for the end of football this year, for this season, and I don't know, it feels right. It feels okay. It feels like I'm ready. I'm ready for football to go away, for me to miss it again, so I can come back to the season rested, rejuvenated, and just wanting more. That's how it feels for me. Um, little introspective for you, but that's not the point. The point of this episode is we're talking about bets for the Super Bowl, and yeah. But let's say hello to the gents. Chris, how are you doing since we last met?
I'm I'm giddy. I mean, this is we're talking about Christmas Day for gamblers. Like this is the holy grail of degeneracy. It is the Super Bowl. It is you can bet on anything and everything, and it's acceptable. And I'm very excited. I cannot wait to talk about all of my bets with you boys. It's going to be from just the who's going to win to just the most random shit you can think. I'm so excited. Super Bowl is finally, well, almost here, I guess. But yeah, I'm doing really good. I'm excited.
All right, Sean.
Oh yeah, I'm doing good too. Um, no, I'm very excited for the Super Bowl. It's almost like 2 years ago. The same matchup as 2 years. But yes, I've found a lot of fun props. Some familiar, some maybe new. I know there's one that I have that's pretty new, but I can't wait to bet it. It's everything. It's touchdown scores. It's props. It's silliness. It's over under receptions. It's everything you could want. And really, if you did this shit in like week 6, I would say you got a problem. Like if you bet this much on like one game in like week 6, you got a problem. Call the hotline. Um, but it's the Super Bowl, so just be responsible. All bets are, you can bet on anything you want. Just be responsible about it. But I agree. I am giddy. Um, I do agree with Will a little bit. Like I'm ready to miss it again, but I'm gonna enjoy it while it's here, while we still got it.
Yes, that's a perfect kind of way that I see it. We gotta enjoy it. We gotta enjoy what we got, because there's only a limited number of football games you can watch in your life, and this is one of the biggest ones each year. Some would
I think
say
it's the biggest one.
It's the
the
biggest game.
biggest. Some would say.
Some
Anyway,
would say.
all right. So, I mean, like, let's just get it going. Like, what do we who are we picking to win, gents? I guess I can go first. I mean, it's noted on the show that 3 weeks ago, excuse me, I said that I'm taking the AFC team to win the Super Bowl because that's just the way that I see it. And then Chris was like, "You should bet it then." And you know what? I did. I did. I bet the Chiefs at plus 200 to win the Super Bowl. And I'm kind of leaving it at that just because, like, I already have it at plus 200. I'm already doubling my money here. Um, I will say I am having second thoughts. It feels like I'm getting the inclination to. Well, I mean, I obviously can't bet on the Eagles. I mean, I can, but I don't know. That's not really
Hedge.
the spirit of the show here. Kind of just write shit out. Um, but I'm just getting this weird feeling that like the Eagles they've been through trials and tribulations this season, and that's kind of the team that I choose every year. You know, like not necessarily the best team, and like I don't even think that the Chiefs were the best team either. I mean, they were the best record wise, but I mean they barely beat people in these play in the regular season, and so it's they've also had their trials and tribulations with like injuries and just barely squeaking out these wins. So it's like which one has had more trials? Which one has had more tribulations? Who's to say? I don't know. I'm riding the Chiefs um, because I it's just it would be a poor financial decision to bet against the Chiefs, in my opinion. Um, and also my extended my fiance's family, they're all Chiefs fans, and if they're gonna make fun of me every time I see them for being a Titans fan, I might as well win some money off of it. And so that's the way I see it. But Chris, what do you think?
I mean, you are every thought you had there was correct about just it. It is very smart financially to always just bet the Chiefs in the playoffs, especially the Super Bowl. Um, I'm not doing it though. I'm taking the Eagles money line. I don't want the Chiefs to win. I get like the process of hedging, which I guess you could say you are, but you could also say you also made points of how you're also just think they're going to win. But I can't root for this team. I can't. I hate them. I don't particularly like the Eagles, but they're fun to root for. I feel like I said this last year, or last week I should say. I think the Eagles fans are very funny. I like watching them. Really, I think they're incredibly entertaining. Yes, they're jackasses, but they're entertaining. So I'm riding with the birds for this one. I know it's not smart. I know it's probably going to lose, but I just don't want the Chiefs to win. So emotional bet, Eagles money line, full unit, uh, even money. I got it at, so we'll take it, I guess. Sean, have you wavered from your original stance with the Chiefs?
Nope. Um,
Probably smart.
I I I respect what Chris has said. I do not like this Chiefs team. I do not particularly like the Eagles as well. This is a lesser of two evils. I mean, the Chiefs aren't the lesser of two evils, but I think the Eagles are. If I have a team that I want to win, it will be the Eagles. Uh, but let's be real, betting against the Kansas City Chiefs, just like you said, Will, doesn't make financial sense. If you've been watching football over the past 5 years, you would know that Patrick Mahomes is inevitable. This will be his fifth trip to the Super Bowl and potentially his fourth ring. Um, this level of dominance is it's almost unheard of in this era of the NFL. Um, I mean, this say what you want about their regular season, but this team's talented. They're proven winners. Uh, betting against Mahomes in this situation is like betting against Tom Brady in his prime. Um, and he lost to Eli Manning and Nick Foles in the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts isn't, an Eli Manning or a Nick Foles. He's an actual competent quarterback. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so, but this, this, let's just be financially responsible. You have a rare chance to make a good decision with your money while also gambling. That doesn't come around often. Like, think about that. Think about it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right.
Like, you've got to, I mean, look, also, not to put on the tinfoil hat too much, it is what the NFL wants. It's history. It's a three-peat. Nobody's ever three-peated before. Who else is going to do it but the golden boy Mahomes? And to put on the tinfoil hat, Kelsey will propose to Taylor Swift at the 50-yard line while confetti rains down after winning yet another Super Bowl. In short, don't be dumb with your money. Actually make some this year. Chiefs money line. I'm not taking spread, just Chiefs money line.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's kind of it, obviously. Are we all on the over? Do we need to even discuss that?
If you bet the
I
under in the Super Bowl, you're a
Yeah,
communist.
yeah.
Next,
I know,
next.
I just went on a financial rant about how you shouldn't waste your money on the Super Bowl, but you have to bet the over in the Super Bowl. If you don't, it's just downright disrespectful.
Hmm.
But I believe I didn't. I mean, the last Super Bowl went to like 70.
Yeah, it was
So
30, 38, 33.
Something like
sounds
that.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, they both
35,
scored
35, 32.
35, 32. Okay. I knew they both had 30. So yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
different
60,
teams, but I still
67. So
like,
almost 70.
this isn't just a blindly like, oh, Super Bowl over. I do think both these offenses can put up points. So,
Yes, I also think that.
but
Okay. Yeah.
also
But
Super Bowl over.
yes, of course.
Right.
Uh,
So, I mean, do we want to just dive right into player props?
Let's do it.
All right. Chris, you go first because I have to pull up mine exactly.
All right. Do we want to just start with touchdown scores and then get into like different player props afterwards?
Sure.
Cool. Okay. Okay. I was going to say cool either way. Kind of feeds in what Sean just said. Travis Kelsey will propose to Taylor Swift as confetti falls at the 50-yard line after losing the Super Bowl because I have the Eagles. But he will score a touchdown, plus 140, full unit. He's going to. He's Patrick Mahomes, like, just go to. Like, I know he's had a down year, but he's still Travis Kelsey. I think I saw a stat. He's played 20. Shit, I wish I wrote this down. I think he's played 29 career playoff games. He has 22 playoff touchdowns. That's insane. So, yeah,
Mhm.
Travis Kelsey, plus 140, anytime touchdown. Do you want me to list all the touchdowns I have, or do we want to, like, go around the room? And
You
let's go
do
around.
all of them.
okay.
I want to do. I also
Okay,
have.
Sean.
Well, okay. I've also have Travis Kelsey. He's
Mhm.
like, yeah, he's probably on his way out. He might retire at the end of this year. One more, one
Yeah.
more on the way out.
Mm-hmm. He's also just a
Um,
really good football player, but
Yeah, he's a great tight end.
I was gonna say take the tinfoil hat off. Like he's just a straight up really good football player. But yes,
Sure.
everything he's plus 140. Okay, let's get
and
into yes.
the Eagles defense has been giving up a lot to just tight ends in general in this playoff run they have. So
Mhm.
I don't know. It's aside from tinfoil hat shit, it is a good matchup for
Yeah.
Travis Kelsey, outside of him just being very good. But go ahead.
Okay, let's get into some longer shot ones. Let's see. Travis Kelsey, I have written down as a full unit. This is half unit. Devontae Smith plus 240. Um, I know. I get it. I get it. Not. He has not put up good numbers lately, but they get down the red zone. Let's see. It's AJ Brown. It's Saquon. It's Goddard. Hell, if they get within the 10, it could even be Hurts. He is potentially the fourth or fifth option, which means he's probably going to have one-on-one coverage, and he is still a good receiver. Like, he is hard to cover, especially in the red zone. He's a very lanky motherfucker. So I think half unit plus 240 for him to find the end zone. I like that. I think AJ will get doubled. Goddard will probably also get extra looks. I mean, everyone will stop Saquon if it looks like he's going to touch the football. I think Devontae can break loose and get one. Plus 240. I like it. Throw a half uni on it.
It's good.
Sean.
Yes, I also have Devontae Smith plus
go.
240. This one might be one of my favorites. I went back and looked at Devontae's last. He's played the Chiefs 3 times, and he kind of torches the Chiefs. First game, 6 receptions, 99 yards. Second game, 7 receptions, 100 yards. Third game, 7 receptions, 122 yards. 107 yards per game. I think he can get in the end zone in the bowl for this one. He obviously torches this team, and they're probably going to double cover AJ because he's obviously the bigger threat. But Devontae, he's getting in that end zone. I really like that value plus 240 there. So I think that's my highest odds, but I think it is also my favorite. So I think that will be a full unit play for me.
All right.
Okay.
Is it back to me?
I'll just go out and say this. I really didn't have any touchdown scores before recording, but y'all make some great points. I'm throwing a quarter unit on Kelsey and a quarter unit on Devontae Smith. I have a decent number of fun ones, so I'm trying to spread some shit out. If you get what I'm saying.
I get that.
But go ahead, Chris.
So my next one, this is a quarter unit play. Saquon, 2 touchdowns plus 285. He's a monster right now. He had 2 touchdowns and 2 carries against the Commanders, and I know that probably won't happen again. But if he scores 2 touchdowns, I'm not going to be sitting there like on the couch, like, damn it, why didn't I bet that? So Saquon, 2 touchdowns, plus 285, quarter unit for me.
I'll ride that.
Okay.
I'll ride that. I like that.
Sean, you got another one?
Yes, I've got one more for right now. Check the Twitter. Xavier Worthy plus 155. I really like this kid. I think he obviously gets a lot of looks from Mahomes. He obviously gets, some pretty decent calls for receptions and catches that could be a little dicey on if they were actually catches or not. So, that dude's the fastest man on earth. So, yeah, I like for him to get in the end zone. I really don't have anything else other than this. This was like, I saw the odds, I saw his name, and it just it shined. It shined in front of me. And I was like, yep, I'm going to take that.
The Angels sang.
Yes, the Angels did sing.
Okay.
You don't have to take that one, Will.
I'm not going to take that one.
Okay.
I did kind of
just
want
for fun.
Hey, we're all about fun here.
Yeah, I know.
I did I was, before we recorded, I was like, man, I don't really have a lot of Eagles props, and we're watching the Super Bowl at an Eagles fan's house, and he said we're going to get kicked out if the Chiefs win. So I want to at least, root along with him for something. Um, but yes. So do we want to get into player props that are not touchdowns, or Chris, do you have one more?
I have one more. This is
Okay,
also a
sorry.
quarter unit. It is the other Chiefs tight end, Noah Gray, plus 475. I feel like I've been in this boat a million times where I bet Travis Kelce anytime touchdown, and then I see a catch in the end zone, contested coverage. It's a big white tight end. He's wearing an 80 number, and I'm like, oh, that's Travis Kelce. Cash my bet. And then the Noah Gray graphic pops up on the screen. I'm not letting that happen again. I'm betting them both. And I feel like plus 475 is good value.
I'll get
Um,
something out of this.
yes. So, yeah, Noah Gray plus 475. That's my last touchdown score.
Okay. Uh, are we moving on to player props that are not touchdowns? All right, I guess we are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
I
sorry,
thought you were
sorry.
just
I
saying
thought
that.
I
Yes.
thought you were
Yes,
just
we
saying it.
are. Yeah. I didn't know it was a question.
So I have a couple, but I'm gonna pair two of them together because they're the same dude. It is DeAndre. Yeah, it's DeAndre Hopkins. I have over 11 and a half receiving yards at minus 110. He could get that in one catch. Guy's got the biggest hands on the planet. And he's like been one of the best receivers in the league. Has had shitbag quarterbacks his whole basically his whole career. And so, I mean, his first Super Bowl, I think he does something. I think he does something in this game. And then to pair that, I also have over 1.5 receptions as well at plus 105. Two catches. DeAndre Hopkins.
That's
I feel
it.
that's it.
Damn.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's think about that for a sec. Internally, but you can continue.
All right. I mean, I've
Sorry.
already thought about it. I've already put a quarter unit on that and a quarter unit on the over 11 and a half receiving yards. Um, and I have one more, but Sean, what is your next prop?
So, uh, my next prop is, and this kind of goes a little bit on, my initial bet of Chiefs money line, which is Mahomes under 251 passing yards. Um, he's kind of like not putting up big plays recently, especially like in these playoffs. Um, in his last 18 starts, he's only hit over 259 times, so half of that. He's also been held under 250 in both of the playoff games this year. And the Eagles allowed the second fewest passing yards in football this year, just allowing under 191. Um, I think the Chiefs can make some, underneath throws, some short passes, run down the clock, some Kareem Hunt, Isaiah Pacheco, 4 to 6 yard rush attempts, stuff like that, just to get to the end zone. But I do like Mahomes under passing yards for this one. And that seems bad to bet in a Super Bowl, but I'm going to do it.
Hey, you need Eagles bets so this guy doesn't kick us out.
True. So that kind of is in favor of the Eagles.
Yeah, you got to have the balance.
Yeah.
But Chris, what do you got?
Okay. I'll just kind of go with what you said, Will. D Hop, I got over 12 and a half receiving yards. It's still kind of the same thing. He could get this in one catch. I have seen a lot of stuff about D Hop being, I'm sure you guys have too, just openly saying, I just like, he's pretty much ring chasing. He's just like, I just want to win a ring. I think the Chiefs will try to make him, they have not really got him involved much at all, especially in the playoffs. I think they're going to kind of make an emphasis to at least get him a few targets, especially maybe early. So I like over 12 and a half receiving yards. I mean, he is still really good. Like we saw that firsthand when he was on the Titans. Like, yes, he's not the same, but he can still get you definitely over 12 and a half if you let him. So yeah, over 12 and a half receiving yards. And I did not know his reception total was 1.5. That is currently plus 126. So I'll be throwing half a unit on that as well.
God damn it. Okay.
I'll do
Write
another
that
Chiefs
down.
receptions prop. Xavier Worthy over 5.5. I believe that is plus 105. I think he is the best athlete on the Chiefs roster, or at least on the offense. So I think they're going to do pretty much whatever they can to get him the ball in space, whether it be like jet sweeps, screens. Like they will give him the football as much as they can. So I think that could be, like Sean said, like little dinking ducks. I mean, and he hits the fastest man probably in the game. So they will throw it to him deep if they can. But I like him to get 6 receptions. So yeah, Worthy over 5.5 catches.
Hell yes. My next prop kind of piggybacks off of Sean's prop, which is Patrick Mahomes over a half an interception. So I have Patrick Mahomes to throw at least one
Yes.
interception plus 105 quarter unit. I don't know. I feel like he does that kind of frequently. I don't know. Um, and doesn't hurt to have an Eagles bet like I've mentioned before. Um, yeah, that's what I got. You know, I guess I'll give a thought on another prop after we're done with this prop segment. But uh, Sean, what else do you have, if you have any?
Yeah. This one got away from me last week. It is Saquon Barkley over 25 and a half longest rushing attempt. I biffed on this one in the NFC Championship. I'm not going to let this one get away from me. This is part fun, part strategy, because, you know, he is kind of he is kind of chasing something other than a ring. He is looking to get that like 2,500 yard like total season like record, I think.
I mean, he could
Yes.
be.
Chris had a look,
Yeah,
but
it was a dumb brain moment. I was like, he finished the season with 2,000 yards. He would have to get 500 yards in this game. But I was like, oh yeah, he's played twice since the end of the
he's
regular
played
season.
he's played twice
So
since then and put up numbies in
200 yards.
both.
Yeah. No, you're
So
right. So no, you were right. But it's just when you said that, I was like, what? But no, yeah, you were very right.
yeah, I mean it. I think it's kind of a long shot to kind of get to the 2,500 mark. That's a lot, but he is still kind of chasing something. So I'm not going to let this one get away from me this week. Saquon over 25 and a half longest rushing attempt.
I completely agree. I have that written down as well, and I have
Oh
some
hell yeah!
stats that you will like.
Ooh,
Um,
yay!
Saquon has had a longest. Okay, trying to figure out how to word this. His longest rush of the game has been 26 yards or more in 9 games this season, including the 2 in the postseason. And Kansas City has allowed a 26 plus yard rush in 4 of their last 6 games. So I like that.
Perfect.
So yeah,
Love that.
Saquon over 25 and a half longest rush for me as well. I also have my last. This isn't a player prop. This is I guess you could say a team prop. Chiefs first half team total over 12 and a half. I think the Chiefs with Andy Reid have some of the best scripted plays in all of football, if not definitely the best. So I think they can get at least 13 easy, especially it's in a dome, perfect conditions for field goals. Harrison Butker is also pretty good. So I think they can get 2 or a touchdown, 2 field goals, or just 2 touchdowns straight up in the first half. So sure, yeah, Chiefs first half team total over 12 and a half.
Hell yeah. Okay.
That's the last of my full unit props. I do have a few half unit.
Okay. I mean, that's kind of let's see. Yeah, that's kind of it for me on player props. Sean, do you have any more?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
I will.
Chris, do you have any more before we move on to the fun stuff?
I've got two more. They're both half unit. Jalen Hurts over 9.5 rush attempts, even money. He had 9 designed carries last week, or last game, I should say, and he was hurt. So I think, I mean, to quote Waterboy, last game of the year, don't hold anything back now. I think if he sees an opportunity to run, he's going to do it. So yeah, I think he runs the ball at least 10 times. And then Isaiah Pacheco under 26.5 rushing plus receiving. He has 30 rushing yards in his last 2 games combined. He has 18 receiving yards in his last 3 games combined, and they all came in one game. So I don't know I think he's still hurt, honestly, because he's had 5 carries last week, 2 weeks ago, 5 carries the week before. I just don't think he's right. Kareem Hunt is like the starter now. So yeah, especially with the Eagles have like a really good run defense. So yeah, Pacheco, I just don't think he does anything. So yeah, under 26.5 rushing and receiving, also even money.
All right, moving on to the fun stuff. I mean, this is why we bet. This is why we gamble. The fun stuff. Of course, I am personally limited to just using MGM because that's the only book that I have money in. But yeah, I mean, do we want to go just like one by one?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, like okay. Uh, so I found this one. It's super juicy, but this has hit in 7 of the past 9 Super Bowls and 24 of the last 35 Super Bowls. It is shortest touchdown under 1.5 yards.
Taking it.
Oh,
It's minus
that's
185.
Oh,
It's
never.
actually
That's too much.
that's
That's too much for me.
I
I
threw a
love
quarter
that bet
unit
though.
on. Yeah, I threw a quarter unit on it. I mean, if you can find it on a different book for like 175, I mean, it's just fun. It hits the books are coming wise to it because it's normally not this high,
Yeah, it's
uh,
bullshit.
apparently, from what I've seen. All right, Chris, what's your first fun bet?
First fun bet. It hit last year, so I'm running it back. Over 2.5 players to attempt to pass.
Oh shit!
It was absolutely electric when Jawan Jennings threw that screen pass to Christian McCaffrey last year. I don't know who's going to throw it this year. I think it might be Saquon, if I had to venture a guess.
It might be Kelsey.
That would be.
He
I doubt
he
it.
he, he was a quarterback.
I don't think Andy Reid trusts him to throw the ball. He gets an interception every time he fucking throws that thing.
That would be electric. I kind of agree with Sean, though. I don't think it will happen. If I had to bet on anyone to do it, though, which I don't think I can, but if I can, I might look into that. But my money would be on Saquon, but I'm just going to take anyone at all. That's plus 180. So I like that. Throw a little half uni on it. And with me, if I bet like one of these crazy props and it hits once, I'm probably going to bet it until the day I die. Because I'm just chasing that dragon.
I have to find this
That's on
bet.
that's on a DraftKings, I believe. It's somewhere in their Super Bowl specials. They have a billion of them.
I might
I saw that
be
today. Thought about it.
stuck then.
I actually might take it with the prop that I'm about to give out.
Okay, well, now I'm
Pray
intrigued.
tell.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to take total players with receptions over 13.5. Now, when I look at this, I'm like, oh yeah, oh, like when you first look at it, you're like, oh yeah, this is easy. Like you've got AJ Brown, Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goddard, Marquise Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Saquon Barkley, DeAndre Hopkins, Noah Gray, um, Kareem Hunt, Jahan Dotson, Isaiah Pacheco. That's 13 right there. But then, like, you're like, fuck, who else is there? You know?
Hmm. Uh,
You know,
Patrick Mahomes.
little lateral to the side. Boom.
Isn't this year? I think it was a couple days ago. Wasn't the 10-year anniversary? No, it was the 7-year anniversary of the Philly special.
God, it has been 7 years.
I know, right?
Jesus Christ.
But I'm just saying, maybe Sirianni dials it up.
How's that shit
Yeah,
up?
maybe.
That's why
It'll
they
be fun.
lost last time. Just kidding. Okay.
Yeah, pull out
my
some
next-
Doug Peterson tricks.
Yeah.
You can't get it done.
Okay, another fun bet. This game to end in a scoregami
Oh.
plus
Is that like
2,800.
20? Oh, I think it's 2,500 on DraftKings.
I'm gonna throw a quarter unit on it.
That's just yes.
I mean,
I'd throw like a fifth of a unit on that probably.
I threw a quarter.
okay. So I think we talked about this last year, but I don't remember. Is it like a scoregami for past Super Bowls or a scoregami just normal, like NFL scoregami?
I think the
In
definition of a
NFL history.
scoregami.
NFL,
Yeah,
okay,
like
okay.
yeah.
Well, okay. That's what I figured. What is it, plus 2,800?
On a MGM, it's 2,800. Yes.
Okay.
I did see on DraftKings it is 25 on there,
Okay,
but
well,
that's still
That's
decent.
I mean, let's throw a look.
That's pretty decent, you know.
25. I don't get out of bed for less than 26. All right.
All right, Chris.
All
What's
right.
your next fun bet?
Another fun one. I found this one on FanDuel. First punt to be a fair catch or fair caught, I guess you should say. Plus 186.
So
There's not really much like I don't really have much like rational reasoning behind it. I just think I could be totally wrong, but I feel like most times I see a punt, it's fair caught. So if I can get plus 186 on it, I'll throw half a unit on it.
punt. Okay. I thought
Yeah,
it
first
was
punt.
a
No,
kickoff.
no,
Okay.
no, kick, no. First punt.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I did
So-
see that on FanDuel where it was like opening kickoff to be a touchback or a fair catch. It was like minus 250, and I
300
was
or
like,
something,
this isn't fun.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't taken this, but I thought about this and I just want to talk about it since we're talking about kickoffs. I saw longest kick return over 32.5 yards. I'd have to look at some data. Maybe that feels like a lot to me.
That does feel like a lot, but
Yeah.
you only need like 2 steps in a cloud of dust. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I know.
sorry,
But
yeah.
again, that's when I'd have to look at like special teams, like record, like I have to dive into like each team's average kick return.
That doesn't seem like fun research to do. Like,
yeah, for like I don't know what the odds are on it, but I think it's pretty much like it's probably like minus 110.
yeah,
So that seems like a lot of research for something so
to me,
specific and not a lot of money on it.
to me that seems like I would throw like a quarter unit on it. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, then whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll
it's kind of
probably
like
stay.
it's kind of like one of the props that Will is going to mention, that if it happens, it's electric.
Yeah, I'll probably stay away from it, but when I saw 32.5, I was like, that feels like a lot. Like I'm not an expert on kickoff returns, but I feel like I rarely
Yeah.
see one
I
go
mean,
for more than 25
Who is?
Now,
in these
punts.
crazy times.
I know. So let's get into the punts then. Will, what great prop do you have for us from the only book that I have found this on? MGM.
Down
Not a sponsor.
Not a
for
sponsor.
for a punt to be downed inside the 5-yard line plus 200. quarter unit.
Guess I'm putting half a unit back in my MGM. I gotta take
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I'm gonna put some money in my MGM just to bet that because it
Yeah.
it hit last year.
And I didn't bet it for like the first
You
time ever.
didn't? Oh,
No,
really? Oh, damn.
no. I was very happy for you guys. Inside, I was hating
I think I did the exact same thing I'm going to do this year, where I just deposited a little bit into MGM and only bet that one.
Yeah.
Yep. So
So what were the odds on that?
plus
200.
200.
200? Oh yeah. Okay. I'll throw half a uni on it. Maybe cool.
It
Nah, we'll go half.
it really does kind of make every drive like something's on the line. Like, it's kind of like, if the Eagles go on, it's like, all right, well, I got Saquon 2 touchdowns, I got Devontae Smith the touchdown. And then like when the Chiefs go, it's like, all right, well, I got Hopkins, this stuff, and Kelsey a touchdown, but then it ends, and then it's like, they have to punt, and then it's like, shit, that's I'm not gonna hit a bet in the next 30 seconds guaranteed. That's definitely not guaranteed now.
But it's
So
like
it could happen, but it's
they get a
electric.
they get like a third down stop inside like the 40. You're like, oh boy. Like
Yeah,
everyone's
it's
going up to
like
go to the bathroom or get something to eat. You're like, no, everybody sit down. This is the
every
play of the game.
it's like some team gets stopped on third down, and then you're like, shit, I really needed those yards, but I could cash this punt right now, dude. And
Yeah,
so
I'm
it
taking that.
it is electric. It does, and when it hits, it's like, oh my god, I'm the smartest man alive. Um, but yeah, that's my punt bet. Chris, what's your next one?
All right, I feel like I've been skipped over
Sean, what's your
Oh,
a
next one?
bunch of
oh well,
times.
Sean,
oh,
what's your next one?
sorry.
I haven't gone like once.
Give us
Oh,
two.
really?
Give us
Sorry.
two.
Well, I did my player with receptions over
Oh,
13
yeah,
and a
yeah.
half, but I'm going with the Doink exclusive on DraftKings.
Shit.
No free shout outs, but any kick for a field goal or extra point attempt to hit the upright. Um, I think this is a given for any Super Bowl bettor. I say that being like you should bet this. This isn't a 100% lock. Like this is just a fun bet because when this cashes, it's electric. Um, and especially with the way that Jake Elliott has been playing recently,
Ooh.
I feel like this has a
Yeah.
real great chance at cashing this year. Um, like I said, this prop is available on DraftKings. I haven't seen it anywhere else on FanDuel, on MGM. Um, but yes, I will be going with the Doink. I think it is plus 450, 500,
550.
550,
550. Because I
550,
also bet it.
550. Yeah. So, yep, Doink. Chris, do you have another one that isn't the Doink?
Well, I was going to say one more thing about the doink. That's
Okay.
kind of goes into what I said about if it hits, I'm just going to ride it forever. This even hit for me. It hit for our
Yeah,
buddy at Super Bowl
exactly.
2 years ago.
It was the Eagles Chiefs.
Oh yeah, it was.
It
Yeah,
was.
and
Yes.
and I didn't have it, but I was going bananas because he hit that, and so I'm gonna bet it probably every year until the day I die. So yes, doink plus 550. Do it. It's awesome. Okay, let's see. Long shot, long shot. Okay, this one. I saw this one is also on DraftKings. Each team to score in all four quarters, plus 600. Quarter
Score
unit
meaning touchdown.
score. I think that's any point.
Okay.
So just give me both teams to score in all four quarters, and I'm betting the over, so I feel like I kind of need that for the over to hit. Plus 600. This is a quarter unit play, by the way. Got it. I feel like I gotta take it.
Yes. I
Doesn't seem like y'all think so.
Well, it's
I get it.
it's tough. I get it. Like it's you got the over. You know, you want to points on the board.
Yeah,
We
like
all have the over points on the board, no matter what. I get it.
Yeah.
and it could
I
just
It's
be a field goal. Like
yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
have to be
yeah,
like touch. Yeah. So
that
yeah,
works.
plus 600.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's good.
it's a
Yeah.
great bet.
I to piggyback off of yours, Chris, it's not quite the same, but it is similar. It is both teams to score 20 plus points minus 135. And I feel
Okay.
like, if we're betting the over here, same principle applies,
Hmm.
But both of them are probably going to score over 20 points. So let's go. John, is that your
Yep.
bets?
I also have both teams score 20 points because hell yeah, it's the bowl. We got the over. Why not? But I will go ahead and say this will. I'm gonna go ahead and do two in a row because this one leads into my next one. Um, First touchdown jersey number over 15 and a half. This is one of my favorite props to bet. I love betting this every single year. It's so ridiculous, but it's so much fun. There's a ton of players that fall between, 15 and up. We got Kelsey Goddard, Noah Gray, Kareem Hunt. Um, which brings me to my next pick. I know we talked about touchdown scores, but it's the Super Bowl, and we bet first touchdown scores for the Super Bowl. And I will never forget betting OBJ in Rams Bengals first touchdown score. Electric, electric feeling. No surprise, it is Saquon Barkley plus 450. He is obviously the favorite to score first, but I do think that Saquon will have a huge game. Like I said, trying to break that 250 mark. He's going to be looking for big plays like the NFC Championship. Uh, I, the Chiefs like to play from behind, so I think the Eagles will go ahead, get up early, probably on their first drive, honestly. Um, and you know what? If Saquon can rip off a 26 plus rush to get there, cash two bets at once, baby. Like let's get that. But yeah, that's it for me for my silliness. But who else has other props? Who else has got some novelty? Will, what you got?
So I placed this bet thinking it's too good to be true, but I'm gonna run it by you guys. A punt to result in a touchback. Yes. Plus 130.
Yeah, I could see that happening. Definitely.
I
Okay.
mean, with plus money, I
Yeah.
don't mind it. Like it's just
It's
I don't know.
point
I feel,
unit.
yeah, and I feel like the only thing is in the big game. I think they're gonna. If you have any doubt that like this won't be a touch, like if you think this has a chance of landing on the 2, catch it at the 8, just so we don't get way backed up. But I mean, I with plus money, I don't mind it. I'm not going to bet it personally, but I don't. I
Mhm.
don't hate
Okay. Um, and then I think I'm also going to try and bet a first touchdown score and make it weird.
it.
So, Chris, go ahead.
Okay, this is my. I mean, if we're all doing first touchdowns, I'll do one after this. I don't have one written down, but this is my last fun prop, and it is far and away the longest odds I have. It is each team to have one passing touchdown and one rushing touchdown in each half, plus 7,500.
I can see it. Yeah.
I need. I mean, let's say they both go down score on their first possessions, or even just in the first quarter. Let's that Chiefs go down score first. Two drives later, Eagles go down score. Whatever it is, I just
Ooh.
need the opposite of that, like pass or rush for the next quarter and a half. It seems easy. It won't be. I know that for a fact. But plus 7,500, I feel like that's too good to pass up. That's also quarter unit, but still.
Okay. All right. Maybe I wait. Do you have a first touchdown? Are we
I do
putting our
not.
brains together?
If
Pick
y'all want to
one.
talk about something else, I can get one real quick.
Yeah, so Jimmy Butler has just been
Yeah.
traded to the Warriors.
Yes, he has. I saw that.
All right.
Uh,
I'm not
Good
making this
for him.
weird.
Good for him. Ring chasing.
I'm
He really just got out of that hell that is
Yeah.
playing basketball for millions of dollars in South Beach.
Yeah.
Good for
That
him.
really sucks for him. Um,
Yeah, it's rough. Okay, I got one.
okay.
all right. I actually lied. I didn't make it weird. Uh, I bet Dallas Goddard at plus 1,800.
Oh, fuck
Okay,
me.
so
That's what I was going
Chris just had the same idea.
Yep.
So should we just all
Okay.
bet Dallas Goddard first
I
touchdown?
mean, if we want to do buddy bet, we can do that.
We could do a buddy bet.
All right.
I'm
Goddard first.
I've already bet it.
I'm only doing
okay.
quarters. That's 1900.
All right.
Jesus.
What was locked in on the
I
sportsbook?
just locked it in. And then
I'm only
MGM has this thing. It's called like second chance, and
Yeah.
like if your first touchdown score, that's
Mm-hmm.
the second touchdown.
You get like for a bonus bet back. Yeah.
Yeah, you get your bet back. And it's like, all right, well, there's that. Sick.
Cool.
Are you taking Dallas Goddard, Chris, or are
I mean,
you
if we're buddy betting it, yeah, definitely. I haven't written down. I haven't bet it yet, but I'm only doing quarter units since it's plus 1900. But
yeah.
1,800. Wow.
1900 on DraftKings, 1800 on MGM. I mean, just wherever you want. It's going to be around there with every book. So
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to be my buddy, but
I mean, it's written down.
okay. It's
He
just
was
whatever you
gonna.
choose.
He was gonna. That's
I
what
was
he
gonna
was
bet
going
it.
to bet that, anyways.
Yeah.
Like that's why he was like, "Oh, I'll just go fuck myself then." Like,
I didn't say that. I just said, damn, like he stole it. But
Crap.
I will buddy bet. I feel if I don't bet it and he scores, I'm going to hate myself.
So walk me through this logic, so I can. I'm going to bet it, but give me more confidence in why y'all chose Dallas Goddard to be the first touchdown scorer.
I mean, this isn't so much as touchdown, but he leads the team in targets. So I feel like if they get down in the red zone, that plus the fact that he's huge, and plus 1900. This is very on the spot logic. I mainly just saw Goddard plus 1900, and I was like, okay, that looks good.
Did that
he is
glimmering
pretty
light?
Dependable.
Yeah, he's also like
Yeah.
good. Like he's really good. I mean, again, he leads the team in targets for a reason. Like he's very good.
Unless Saquon just fucking rips one, like it's
Just possible.
which is very possible. But at the same time, I feel like in the Super Bowl, it's always like the first touchdown is not, the star. I don't feel like Dallas Goddard is the star here. If it was AJ or like Jalen ran it in or Saquon ran it in, that's what I would feel like it would be. Or like, fucking. I think one of the first Super Bowl the Chiefs were in, like their fullback got the first touchdown. Maybe that was
I think that was the
maybe that was-
49ers. Wasn't it
Yeah.
Juszczyk that got like the first touchdown?
yeah. It's always like not who you expect.
Sure. It's not a favorite, but
yeah.
I just Googled it. The Chiefs have allowed 9 touchdowns to tight ends in their last 10 games.
All right. That's fantastic math.
All right. Well, if anything, I'm gonna buddy bet, obviously. But I will probably also be taking Dallas Goddard straight up. Anytime.
I mean, it's like plus like 300, so I don't blame you on that.
Do they have they have another tight end?
Kind
Like
of
I'm sure they
gentleman.
do, but like who is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What?
So.
No, who is their like backup tight end? Like
Oh, the
who?
Eagles. Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
Sorry,
like
I was doing research. The Eagles.
oh no,
I don't know.
I don't know.
they don't have like a like a Noah Gray. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they don't have like a also good backup
Was
tight
it
end.
Will
Like
Shipley?
he's a running back.
Oh.
I'm googling their
Is it
roster right now.
Anais Smith?
I don't know who that is, but possibly.
Is it Johnny Wilson?
It's Grant Calcaterra.
all right, so just bet Dallas Goddard then.
I know that name, but I don't know if I've seen him do anything.
He's not even on. I can't even take him.
Are we talking
um
first?
on for the backup? No, I was just saying
Anytime?
like yeah.
I mean, anytime
Um,
he's 1,500.
So you could hedge a little bit on
Or, or
mm,
you could take him
or
last plus
la-
17,000.
Jesus Christ. That would fix everything.
Yeah,
That could fix a
I don't
lot
know.
of things.
Or you could take Peyton Hendershot last touchdown plus 250,000.
That would fix more things.
$5 wins 1,200.
They say money doesn't buy happiness, but
Buys a
if
late runner.
if you hit a first touchdown score on whatever that dude's name you just said was, that's fucking
Oh,
happiness.
that was
Like,
last touchdown.
oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. But
First touchdown is just a measly plus 1,500.
oh,
15,000, excuse
oh, a measly 15,000.
me.
I will say that if the Eagles score first, I did this last year with the 49ers. Immediately get on your sports book and bet the Chiefs to come from behind because that will be a live prop that will probably cash because it's the Chiefs in the Super Bowl and they like to play from behind.
Did you do that thing? I guess either one of you last year, where it was like game to be tied after 0-0. I feel like I heard someone do that. Maybe it wasn't last year. I
I
thought one of us. I know I did. So I thought one of y'all did that last year, but I could be wrong.
maybe like any score.
Yeah, just at any point in the game after
I
0-0.
think I actually did do that.
I feel like that's. I don't
I think that
have
was
the
like a
odds in
live
front of me.
bet though.
Okay, see that's what
Like
I.
it was like a
That's what
live
made me.
like
That's what made me
drunken kind
think
of.
about. That's what made me think when you said like bet the Chiefs like live money line, and I was
hmm
like, and that made me think of the tied at any time. I was like, I wonder if you can bet that live, and then I just got to thinking, could just bet it pregame because
I
you'll get
think
better odds.
God, man, I
At
think
least
I
I assume
might
you
have.
would. I don't know what the. I don't have it. I've seen it. I don't know what the number is in my head.
Honestly,
But
I honestly can't remember. I had like 20 plus bets
yeah, I might take it.
like
We'll see.
last year, like on the Super Bowl, but
Oh, let's see how many I've written down right now. Let's see.
I might have them in a notes app on my phone. Let's see.
oh, you know what? I think I do have that
Yeah,
as well.
I have 20 written down right now, so maybe an even 20 is good.
This is why I put my bets in my phone and not on paper.
But there's something about just
Yeah.
good old pen to paper, just the scribble, and I like looking back at it after the season, just the scribbles of a madman.
It's like a it's like a video you take at a concert. You never look at that thing.
When it's full, I'll like look through it again. But after that, yeah, I'll probably throw it away. But I don't know, it's fun, especially
The
like my. Oh, good.
the doink last year was plus 800.
They're getting
And
wise.
yeah, they're getting
It's probably
wise.
just because they're promoting the shit out of it, so a lot of people are betting it. So that's probably why.
hmm
You You can bet on first field goal miss exact method.
I saw that.
Hit the crossbar plus 2,200. Hit left upright plus 1,400. Hit the right upright plus 1,200.
Is there a double doink?
No, I don't see an
Come
option for
on.
that.
I saw that. I thought it might have been first. I thought it was any field goal to be like, you could say like method of miss of any field goal. Like all those you said, and then like wide right, wide left, and then that could have been first. Now that I think about it, that would probably be safer for books. So that's probably what it was.
Yeah. Dude, I just looked at my notes app from last year and it was like over 3.5 field goals. And I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
ooh, I think I'm gonna bet that. And
we
now I
were
can't find it.
addicted to that. We were addicted to that last year, and
Yeah.
even parts of this year. I don't even know if I still have mine. If I'm being honest.
Quarters scoring props? Could that be in scoring props? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't have.
Dude, I don't game props.
Yeah, I didn't save it. Maybe that means I sucked last year if I didn't save it in my notes. Because I know I wrote it down in my notes app so I can have it. But
Copy and paste it.
yeah. But all right.
Dude, what the heck, man? I just can't find the field goals.
Hmm.
I might have to double check that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's hard to find any bet right now. They're
Yeah.
just buried in a mountain of just everything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did you hear that, Sean?
I heard everything. Yeah.
All right.
What are you talking about? I've been here the whole time.
All right. Cool. Anything else before I wrap this up? I mean, we're
Oh,
we're dangerously close to the Super Bowl, and then after that,
4 days.
the day after that, yeah, it's no longer there.
29
So,
Sundays of no NFL after that.
what am I gonna do? Go to church?
looking at my
UFL,
notes
baby.
app, I did really bad in the Super Bowl. Sure. I did really, really, really bad.
So I think because I was telling Willis, like I was looking for mine and I couldn't find it. So maybe that means I also did bad. But I remember winning, like I remember celebrating a lot. So I
Yeah,
couldn't have done that bad.
I know
Yeah.
that Sean doubled down on the Chiefs live because they were
Oh,
behind.
I did that too. That
I
might have
had
been.
I think I ended up having 10 units on the Chiefs.
I
Like
think I,
by the end of it, like money line and like their come from behind like victory, I think I had a full like 10 units on the
yeah.
Chiefs.
I remember we were sitting next to each other. I'm pretty sure I put like 3 units on them when they were behind as well. So maybe that's
Mhm.
why I was up. And just the bets I took pregame sucked.
Yeah, I was up because I think I put like
You did really well, if I remember.
yeah, I put like 4 or 5 units on the Chiefs because I knew that they were gonna win. Um, fucking what was the notes app? I mean, like I hit most of these bets
I was gonna
if I
say, I
remember.
remember you like because me and Will or me and Sean were over there just in the trenches, just fighting for our lives, and Will's like, "Oh, I'm like 10-2 at halftime."
Yeah, uh, yeah, I had
Do
under.
you guys or um I'll ask this to Will, I guess. Do you have the same amount of confidence that you have in the Chiefs this year as you have had in the past? Like, I'll even
Uh,
say last year because I think last year was more like the Chiefs are going to win this game.
no, I have less.
Yeah.
I would say it. I did find a stat today while I was doing research, and it was like the team that has the better regular season record is like 1-13 against the spread in Super Bowls.
They've lost the last 4 straight up.
Yeah, and so it's kind of like interesting. So it's that part of it is not great, but at the same time, it's like, dude, if I lose money betting on the Chiefs, like it's
Yeah.
You can
whatever.
live with that. You can
Yeah.
you can lay your head on the pillow at night knowing I made the smart move.
This to me, this won't be a game where I like double down like really hard on the Chiefs like I did last year. Just because I mean, I do think at the end of the day the Eagles are the better team. I mean, if you look at a piece of paper, the Eagles are the better team. Um, but yeah, I guess we'll save this for the recap next week. I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we'll save it for the recap because we need a game to recap. Okay. All right, I'm
Wait.
gonna wrap this shit up.
Just
What?
real quick, how many bets? I have 20. How many do y'all have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got a lucky 13 right now.
All right.
I
think
have,
I'm gonna.
I have 14. Yeah, I think I have 14.
All right. Well, I can't have less than Will, so that's
Yeah, I have
I think I'm
14.
gonna. I think I'm gonna leave it at 20. I feel like that's
Yeah,
a good.
20 is a good number.
That's a good number. If
but-
I have like, if word gets out to others that I have like 30,
Yeah.
that might not go well at the household.
Well, check the Twitter to see if Chris has 30 plus Super Bowl bets this weekend. We might have to use the Notes app to tweet it out.
We had to last year.
Yeah, we had to last year, but yeah, check the Twitter, and yeah, we'll sign us out of here.
All right.
Get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Check out the Trend Center link in the bio. 15% off a premium membership. The greatest tool on the planet for sports bettors. It's incredible. It's going to help us tremendously in the meantime before March Madness. There's not a lot of time after the Super Bowl and before March Madness. So sign up for the Trend Center. Follow them on Twitter. Definitely. They give out free picks all the time. Follow us on Twitter for updated Super Bowl picks. And then after the Super Bowl, I mean, I'm probably going to bet some hockey, maybe a little bit of basketball. Try and do a little bit more research than last year on college basketball, and kind of like get familiar with that to get ready for March Madness. It's going to be crazy. Also, the Four Nation Face-Off starts next week in the NHL, and that is going to be fucking electric. Might have something for that. Stay tuned. Always follow the Twitter. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. There's 3 of us. Now let's make some money. Boom.
Woo! All right, baby.